Guys, what is Dricus Du Plessis? Like, what is he? It's been 9 days since UFC 305, and I just can't get over his performance against Adesanya. Because look, going into this fight, you guys can watch the old videos, I was conflicted coming into this fight. I didn't know who's gonna win. I thought both sides had a decent argument, but I was leaning towards Adesanya. But Dricus Du Plessis really shocked me in this fight. And look, I have to preface this before I continue to glaze Dricus. The Adesanya we saw in there was not prime peak Adesanya. Look, not taking away from Dricus Du Plessis' performance, but you can't sit here and say, oh, that was a really good Adesanya we saw. Because he wasn't properly counter-striking. Because we know Adesanya is able to counter sloppy striking. We saw it against Paulo Costa. But let's give a little bit of credit to Dricus. The striking style was very unusual, and it was definitely hard to predict. So I can understand why Adesanya was having some trouble with it, but prime Adesanya would have had a lot more success. Another thing about Dricus Du Plessis is I was actually really surprised by his wrestling in this fight, because we've seen a lot of people at middleweight try to take down Adesanya and control him and beat him on the ground, and Dricus was the only person who had a lot of success on the ground with Adesanya. At middleweight, we're not talking about Jan Blachowicz here. I think the most impressive thing about Dricus Du Plessis is the fact that he's able to blitz and stay relatively unharmed even when he has pretty poor defense while blitzing. He does a good job instilling fear into his opponents, where they're running away from the overhand. They're running away from the sloppy shots. Because the thing about Dricus is, I mean, he touches you, he can hurt you. He's got a weird kind of power. It's not crisp and precise like Pereira. It's kind of just a brawler, explosive style instead. And a lot of the things he does, I mean, it shouldn't work. I mean, guys, in this fight, we saw Dricus Du Plessis, he turned his back to Adesanya a couple times. You never do that. That's like day one boxing, guys. I mean, not even boxing, just striking. You never turn your back to your opponent. But Dricus Du Plessis' left hook was definitely his MVP shot of the night, because once Adesanya felt that left hook, he ran away from it all night, and he became super afraid of it. And another thing I just thought about, you knew Adesanya was going to lose this fight because he didn't come in with a gigantic breast, you know he didn't do enough in the training camp. Another really interesting thing about Dricus is, I mean, he moves like he has 0 HP. He moves like he's literally 1 HP, and he's got nothing in the gas tank, and it looks like he could literally get knocked out by a jab, but somehow is still able to take shots and still able to deliver powerful shots back to his opponent. I wonder if it's maybe a little bit of chicken he's playing against his opponent, but I don't think so. I just don't know how this guy is so successful. It's so strange. It really defies all logic in MMA. I mean, Dricus Du Plessis' gas tank, it's weird because it seems bad, but I mean, it was also good because Adesanya was ripping his body apart in this fight. The body shots Adesanya was landing on Dricus was disgusting. It was so bad. I had to look away. I had to cuddle my girlfriend. I was just so afraid of those nasty shots. But it just wasn't enough for the true African power. I guess the real African king is Dricus Du Plessis. I mean, look, all the other ones, they fell. Kamaru Usman, Francis Ngannou, Adesanya. The 3 kings are gone, but now there's a new king. And it's Dricus Du Plessis, the real king of Africa. The White Panther is here to stay. And now the UFC said that Sean Strickland is the #1 contender. That's a little weird. I don't know why he's the #1 contender. Because why? He fought Paulo Costa? Paulo Costa? Dude, that guy is a bum. No, I'm kidding. I love Paulo Costa. But as much as I love him, his record hasn't been too impressive the last couple of years. But whatever. We get to see this matchup again. And Adesanya, I don't even know what's next for Adesanya. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I guess call out Alex Pereira for a light heavyweight title fight. I mean, that's kind of the only play here if he wants to be a champion again, because it's going to be a long time before he can get a title shot at middleweight again. But, I mean, we're going to just have to see. Middleweight division continues to be one of the most chaotic, random, weird divisions in the UFC. But hey, look, I have a great question for you guys. Can you guys explain Dricus Du Plessis in the comments down below? Explain his style. What do you guys think about him? What's your take on Dricus Du Plessis? What do you guys think is next for Adesanya? And does Sean Strickland deserve to be the #1 contender? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. But one more thing, if you really love us here at the LSFC, please consider becoming an LSFC channel member for access to exclusive channel perks and our exclusive LSFC grappling resources, which are great for beginners and intermediates in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, or any of those other ground combat sports. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.